So same thing with the 1260, right? It's the same principle, same thing. Screenshot, picturing the landing and all that stuff, and then how many tries were you trying the 1260 before you actually? Because you did it obviously in the X Games Big Air contest.
The 12 was 5 tries, 5th try.
That's the only time you tried it? Was at X Games?
I tried it twice in Shanghai at the X Games 3 months before Minnesota. And then
during
I got it
the actual X Games.
during the comp. Yep, just tried it twice.
Okay. You didn't try it out? You didn't try it?
No.
Nice.
Okay.
And then third go in Minnesota.
Minnesota, and that's this one.
Yeah.
So you're dropping in. Dude, look at that.
Wow.
So beautiful, man. And then,
Dude.
Oh, that's crazy.
I gotta
That
say,
is
like,
crazy.
your reaction is like,
That's what Clay was talking about.
Clay was like, what is wrong with this guy? Like,
You were just still faced, bro. He was like on a mission. He got it.
What's the emotion right here? Like, are you out of body?
Oh,
are
my
you
God.
just like so taken? Is it surreal? I mean, look at, you have no expression. And then you slide down the ramp on your knees like,
people don't even know what they just watched.
No, everyone is confused.
but like, look at this. This is like,
Level, bro.
what is it?
Damn, dude. I think I left the fucking kitchen light
That's what
on.
I'm saying. Did you, is it out of, what is emotion?
I mean, it was obviously overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know, I think like it was also the most scared I've ever been.
Seriously.
Wow.
It was really the only time that I just wanted to go home. Second, third, first, like, you know, like I knew I wanted to do this so bad. I thought about it every single day from Shanghai to Minnesota.
Okay.
It got every practice was really intense. I was making...
Sorry to interrupt. They use the same ramps. They ship the ramps out.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So you get to used to the ramp also.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
And this one was indoors.
Yep.
So I knew I had the good conditions.
Okay.
And in practice, you know, I usually flirt with the 9s because I want to do it in the comp, but I'll do a bunch of knee slides. But I didn't really have that privilege this week. So I was just like putting down 9 after 9 after 9 on mega ramp, and so scared to spin harder into it. Where like my theory always was like I explained the 10. Spin a hard 7, and then when it's time, just hold on. But with 9s, you can spin a hard 5 and just hold on. For a 12, you have to spin a hard 9. You know, and it's just, you're so like far in it, and if you like lose the takeoff or you get nervous or you back out, it's not a good situation. So I think I just got so locked in.
Was it a blackout moment?
Oh yeah, for sure. And it was also like I knew this was going to be the biggest trick I ever did ever, and it
on
was
this stage too, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking gnarly.
And like it was really weird to set all my goals at the thing that I knew was the biggest trick that I'll do, and then do it.
Right.
Was like I sort of don't know, like I don't know what to do next. It was a little bit like, this is right before I was talking about when COVID came, because this is November or August 2019.
Oh, okay, a couple of months before.
I'm getting burned out on comps a little bit.
Right.
I'm dealing with like all the things that we talked about early in the episode. Hoping 1260 kind of solves a little bit of my problems. It was obvious to me that I still, you know, wherever you go, there you are kind of thing. And, you know, it was just really overwhelming. And like, I just didn't have the capacity or whatever to like let it out.
Right.
I didn't know what I was even dealing
That's
with.
amazing.
But I would say over the next like couple of years after that, I look back on it like so fondly.
Right.
More fondly than anything else in contest wise. And it still like puts a smile on my face, makes my heart race, and
You still get the
Hell
same kind of
yeah,
vibe.
dude.
Yeah.
it's just that's the moment that ended up on camera, the most complicated moment in my entire life.
Because it looks like you're just like, yeah, no. I'm just,
Yeah,
it's not the emotion that you would expect because
it's not the one I expected.
Did you let it out at all after that? Like when you go off screen, like did you just like, fuck? You had to let something out. Like
he's like, let's just go get a Subway sandwich. Let me go get a.
Yeah, we went out. We went out that night and had a great time. I was checking my phone a lot. I remember getting 70,000 followers overnight on Instagram from that. I remember like wondering how big of a deal it really is. Like a 1260 on a mega ramp is no one really knows what's going to happen. Like, is it just going to fall by the wayside? Is it going to be like cemented in skateboard history? Is it going to be always next to Tony Hawk's 900? Like these are things that like think about night of. So it's just overwhelming.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Compared to the Tony Hawk thing, right? The Tony Hawk 900, it was like, that was a big moment. I know other people were trying it too, but that wasn't even replicated for years and years and years and years and years later. Yeah. I feel like at the landscape that is right now, like, I don't even know if somebody else has done the 1260, maybe. Okay. But I think that it's going to happen sooner than later, right?
Well, I mean, the one thing that happened is they stopped doing mega ramp contests.
Yeah, but there's mega ramps everywhere, though. But yes,
like
in a contest, right? In a contest.
I feel like Tony Hawk, since he's Tony Hawk, he had a big name going into trying that. I didn't really know who you were until you did that.
Yeah.
So that was like, you did something that no one's done, and you're the new guy.
Hey, who's this kid?
You're like, what? Yeah, so it put your name on the map, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone's watching Tony Hawk's story for so long, and then he does it, and then you're this new kid that just sets the tone. And that's a different thing, and that's actually amazing.
You need to come out with a video game right now when it's hot, man. That's what following Tony's footsteps, man.
Well, and I think there was something that like that was Tony Hawk like broke through.
Yeah.
That was like the big moment. Like skateboarding is a sport, like followed by a video game. Like it was just like the perfect storm where
totally was a perfect storm.
I just don't think it's as big of a deal to add on to it.
Yeah.
To just like do the 9.
Right.
You know, and it never was gonna be. I never felt like, oh, this is my Tony Hawk moment.
Also, it was like after the buzzer, people were, it was like it was this big build up.
Yep.
So yeah, like you said, it was the perfect storm.
Yep.
And XGames at this time too is getting massive ratings. People were watching this shit all over the world.
It was all like live TV, right?
It was massive,
yeah. What?
The Marines sponsored it. Look, I've never seen that before.
It was crazy, bro.
How old were you when this?
I was 2.
2 years old. That's insane, bro.
Yeah, I remember. I was maybe junior high, or maybe something like that. I don't know.
Here he goes. Bam. Oh, I thought that was a 1.
So what? You've only done it one time.
That was the only one. Yep.
Amazing.
That's
kind of like how we skated back in the day where we'd film and get that clip one time.
Yeah.
Because those tricks you were doing, a lot of them were never been done too. Like a lot of those tricks that you guys did back in the day.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll do it again?
No. Probably not.
You don't care. You're not, not that you don't care, but it was a one and done.
I mean, the environment matters a lot.
Yeah.
True. If there was like a series of mega ramp contests and it was like a fruitful thing and there was a cup and, like, sure, I could see myself ripping a few.
Okay.
But like right now, that just doesn't make
You're not going to go out
any
and do
sense.
one for fun.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me go to Bob's and I feel like a 12. I feel like a 1260.
Yeah.
It kind of waters down the trick too. If you just keep doing it, it kind of waters it down.
A little
so crazy
bit.
Now, like as you were sliding down like the ramp in that state, it was like you're almost closing a door. Like you just you did it, and now you're, you know what I mean? Like not that you were confused, but you were just like, wow,
it's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
I did it.
That is probably the best way I've heard it put. Yeah, I appreciate that because that's really what it represents to me, is like the end of something and the start of something new.
Again, just doing it on that stage, I think, is just fucking remarkable, bro. It's
Were you anticipated in doing it that day?
Yeah.
Okay. So people knew you saw you try it where you say in China or something. Mm-hmm. So they're like, okay, he's going to try it here. Mm-hmm. So it's also people are looking at you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's harnessing that energy.
Yeah.
What's the gap size on those?
The Mega Ramp?
Yeah.
That was the 50 and the 64.
So they kind of, Bob's replicates exactly what everybody else does.
Yes.
Do you know the measurement of the Danny Wei's Great Wall of China?
I know it was bigger than the big jump at X Games.
So we're talking bigger than 65, 70 feet.
Yes.
But we don't know the exact.
I'm pretty sure you could find it. I don't know.
I just want to. It's interesting because that was big, and I think Danny Way broke his ankle right before that.
He had to get like those shots, and he was
cortisone.
That's some.
Yeah, because he came up short because it was bigger, and they didn't know how much to add onto the roll-in. I mean, I'm making this up a little bit, but I've heard through the years.
So Danny Wei's jump over the Great Wall of China in 2005 involved a 65-foot tall ramp, 80-foot gap.
Oh, yeah. So that explains
32-foot tall quarter pipe.
Yep.
Damn, we celebrate that 20
32-foot tall quarter pipe.
That's
4 feet taller than ours. I didn't know that.
Yeah, 32-foot tall.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You think you could do the Great Wall? Right? 80 feet.
No idea. I have no idea.
If you went there, you would do it.
I think so. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. I think so.
But without ever seeing the ramp or the situation or the wind or you just don't know how gnarly it really is.
Not taking anything away from Danny Way.
Yeah,
I think that's gnarly. It's gnarly to do, but I do think that it is kind of like a showman type thing. It's kind of like a thing, you know?
Yeah,
it's
for
like,
sure.
I think, not taking anything, but I think you could do it. I think maybe Tom Shark could do it. Like there's people that could do it.
If you got the Mega Ramp skill set,
yeah,
right.
But the thing that's different with that is that Danny actually like taking that leap of like not knowing whether it's going to be enough speed to hit it or whatever. That's some unknown territory, dude.
For sure. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I'm saying I'm not taking anything away.
Yeah, that's
you can't take anything away.
No.
That's insane. With a broken ankle, dude.
That's big.
It's
incredible.
Huge.
Dude, when he came, he signed as one of those posters for me, dude. I have that in my spot. I gotta put it up.
You got it under your bed? You sleep with it under your pillow.
Yeah.
Look at this drill. First of all, that roll-in
psycho, dude.
is insane. Dude, when I've been to Elliott Sloan's and I stand up there and I'm like, I gotta damn near crawl up to the thing to look at the roll-in. This shit's, and that's like triple the size.
It's scary up until you get through that first transition, right at the bottom of the roll-in.
Okay.
Once you're there, like towards the gap, everything seems a little bit better.
Do we know how fast you're going at a normal mega ramp?
I can guess somewhere around 25, I'd say. 20.
I feel like the scariest part, like you're saying, is your like the velocity, momentum, and gravity going into the ground.
Yeah.
Is what really because you can just get thrown into the ground super hard.
So it says here that the speed for the Danny Way Great Wall of China was expected to reach speeds of close to 50 miles an hour.
That's what I was going to say. This has to be
when he landed when he hit the landing ramp.
Yep. So, but the difference between 50 feet and an 80-foot gap.
True.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
so
gnarly.
You can cut that in half of it, I guess. So
pretty much.
Yeah. So what's next for you, dude? I mean, are you obviously the Skate IQ thing, right? And and you still do contests. I think the last one you did was the
X Games Vertiler last year.
Did that 12.8 or 12.60? It's like, okay, I'm done. I can start something new.
That's when I started a podcast. That's when I started. Right. I was playing a lot of video games. I was going just carving around bowls, just kind of looking for skateboarding again in a way.
Yeah, but I mean, are you still want to compete? You still want to?
I want to. Well, right now we're definitely in double down go mode on Skate IQ.
Yes,
we gotta get this thing continuing its trajectory. Be a shame to take a sidestep, maybe get hurt, and that slows down when we're in a really good spot after year. So I'll probably sit this year out for the contest circuit, partly because we don't even have dates for Vertiler, which is a qualifier for X Games, and we're booking camps all through summer, and so we just kind of had to agree.
That's your main focus.
Yep. Okay. And I say it like taking the year off because like that doesn't really mean I don't have to make any like really big decisions. No, like I'm hanging it up, big retirement ceremony.
Well, going into it's interesting because like here you have this like, you know, illustrious pro career. You got the X Games, you got Rockstar, you got all these like sponsors, you know. Now, when you started Skate IQ, did some of those sponsors, like I noticed you now have a Rockstar thing?
Yeah, they just don't care.
Well, you started your own business.
Yeah, they like the contest still.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm at the X Games, I have Rockstar helmet on.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just not obligated to wear it just in any normal setting?
Yeah, I mean, all the Skate IQ clips, if I have my helmet on, it's Rockstar. But,
okay.
You know,
okay.
like,
gotcha.
they're pretty chill about it. Because, I mean...
That's pretty cool.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Because usually I figure in this setting that they definitely would expect you to be having...
I thought so, too.
Yeah.
But, you know, as the environment changes, like... The park contest, the Rockstar started their own competition series.
The Rockstar Energy Open.
Which I wasn't doing that.
I was in Portland for that. And they kind of started a whole new branch of the Rockstar stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, and I've known Steve for so long.
Steve's awesome.
So, you know, I was like, hey, we're doing this. Like, we have a lot of eyes on it also. So, like, you know...
Yeah.
If you want me to be like repping it at like our own events, the contract's gonna change. So we just like worked it out.
Yeah, I feel like Steve has a vision of like what Rockstar should look like and be like and feel like.
Yep.
Even the Rockstar Energy Open didn't feel like some corpo contest. It felt very homegrown. It felt very just skate.
Yep.
You know, which is awesome. So that's great. I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome, dude. So you're taking the year off, Skate IQ.